Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into Bikini Bottom for a brand new adventure with our favorite porous pound, SpongeBob SquarePants. So grab your jellyfishing net and let's get started. It was a beautiful day in Jellyfish Fields. The sun was shining, the kelp was swaying, and SpongeBob and his best friend Patrick were having the time of their lives. Laughter filled the air as they swung their nets with all their might. "Ready, Patrick?" SpongeBob called out, his voice full of excitement. "Ready?" Patrick shouted back, his big eyes fixed on a particularly zesty-looking blue jellyfish buzzing by. They took off, their little legs churning through the sand, nets held high. The jellyfish zigged, they zagged, it looped, they leaped. It was a classic jellyfishing chase, full of joy and friendly competition. As the jellyfish zipped behind a thick, leafy curtain of kelp, SpongeBob and Patrick didn't hesitate. They plunged right through after it, expecting to land on the other side. But instead of more sandy fields, they tumbled into something else entirely. They found themselves at the entrance to a dark, mysterious opening in the side of a coral hill. It was a cave. "Whoa! What's that, SpongeBob?" Patrick whispered, his voice a little shaky as he pointed with a wobbly finger. SpongeBob, ever the optimist, peered into the darkness, his big blue eyes wide with curiosity. A thrill shot through him. "I don't know, Pat," he said with a huge grin, "but it looks like an adventure." Hand in hand, they bravely stepped inside, leaving the bright sunshine of Jellyfish Fields behind them. For a moment, they were surrounded by complete darkness, but as their eyes adjusted, they gasped in absolute awe. The cave wasn't dark at all. The walls, the ceiling, the floor, everything was covered in thousands upon thousands of beautiful, spiraling shells. And here was the magical part, each and every shell was glowing with its own soft, shimmering light. Some pulsed with a gentle blue, others with a warm pink, and some with a brilliant gold. The lights danced and mingled, painting the entire cave with a breathtaking rainbow of colors. It was like standing inside a kaleidoscope made of starlight and seashells. It's beautiful," SpongeBob whispered, completely mesmerized. They walked deeper into the cave, their footsteps silent, just staring at the incredible, glowing spectacle all around them. It was the most magical place they had ever seen. As they wandered further, lost in the wonder of the shimmering shells, a low, deep rumbling sound started to echo through the cave. It started soft, but grew louder and louder, vibrating through the sandy floor beneath their feet. The walls began to shake, and a few of the glowing shells clattered down from the ceiling. SpongeBob and Patrick froze, their eyes wide with alarm. What was that sound? They turned to look back towards the entrance, and to their horror, they saw that what they thought was just a part of the cave wall was actually a giant, ancient clam. It was huge, bigger than SpongeBob's pineapple house, and it was waking up from a very long nap. It let out a massive yawn, revealing a dark, cavernous mouth big enough to swallow them whole. "We gotta get out of here," Patrick yelped, grabbing onto SpongeBob's arm. The giant clam was starting to close its entrance, threatening to trap them inside forever. But SpongeBob SquarePants is never without a plan. Thinking faster than a Krabby Patty on a hot grill, he whipped out his trusty bubble wand from his SquarePants pocket. "Quick, Patrick, blow!" he shouted over the rumbling. Side by side, they took a deep breath and blew into the wand with all their might. A bubble began to form, bigger and bigger, shimmering with all the colors of the cave. It wasn't just any bubble. It was a massive, super strong, adventure-grade bubble. "Hop in," SpongeBob yelled. They jumped inside just as the giant clam began to snap its entrance shut with a mighty crunch. The bubble wobbled for a second, then gently lifted off the ground. They floated up, right through the closing gap and out of the cave. The bubble drifted through the air for a moment before popping softly, depositing them safely on the familiar sand of Jellyfish Fields. They lay there for a second, catching their breath, hearts still pounding from the thrill. They looked at each other, their faces covered in sand but lit up with pure excitement. A huge grin spread across SpongeBob's face. That, he said, taking a happy breath of fresh sea air, was the best adventure ever. And you know what? He was absolutely right. What an incredible tale. It just goes to show you that even on an ordinary day of jellyfishing, you can find the most amazing adventures. Thanks so much for watching with us today. If you love SpongeBob as much as we do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into Bikini Bottom. Until next time, stay adventurous.